Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to recreate this scene inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. So before I start, I like to say that if you are new to this channel, please check my YouTube channel and you will find so many videos related to Element 3D and so many free model pack for Element 3D. So if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel. And I am also give a shout out for those who already joined me as a member. So if you really like to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. First we create a new composition. So just create a new composition and hit OK. And then we create a solid for element layer. Just create a solid and name this as element. And then we hit OK. Then after we go to the effect and presets panel and find the element layer and just double click on this. So before we go to the scene setup, we import the star map for our scene. So this is the image I am using for the stars, and I'm also download this image from the Google, and I'm also give this image in the description link, so you will get this from there. And just first we drag and drop to our composition here. Okay, and we uncheck this I button here, and then we go to the element layer, and then we go to the custom layer, and then we go to the custom texture map and just select the image here. Okay, then we go to the scene setup. So now we import the OBJ sequence for the ocean, and I'm also used this same OBJ sequence in my previous tutorial, so you can also check this tutorial as well. So in order to import the OBJ sequence, we have to go to the file and then go to the import and then go to the 3D sequence, and then we find the folder where the OBJ sequence are, and then we just only select the first OBJ model here. Okay, and then we just hit open, and now hit OK. Okay, so here is the OBJ sequence for the ocean. Okay, so it look nice but without the texture, but the good thing is that we don't need the texture here. I mean this for particular tutorial here. So you can see this is the OBJ sequence, and this is the 600 long OBJ sequence, and you can also decrease the tide size by changing this Y scale value here. So now we apply some texture on this. So for this, go to the presets, and I'm using the Pro Shader 2 collection from VIDEOCOPILOT, and there is the translucent one, and just select this folder here and just use this one, that is the blue glass. Just click and drag to the ocean surface here. Okay, so now we change some settings for this material, and first we select this material settings here. First we go to this normal bump. Okay, and we increase the UV repeat value by 10 by 10. Okay, and then hit OK. You can see that there is nothing changed because the intensity is little bit too less, so we have to increase this just like this. Okay, now you can see the bumpness here. Okay, and this look really amazing, and you can see that you can increase according your need, and I think 43 look nice here. So we come little down here and we change the diffuse color to black, and then the reflectivity color to black, and increase the reflectivity to 100%, and then we also change the refraction color to black. Okay, and then also we decrease the refraction intensity to 0%. Okay, so now you can see this look amazing, and we also change the environment. So I just select this layer that we assign for the texture map, just select this one, and we also decrease the saturation and increase the contrast little bit. Okay, just like this, and now hit OK. So now you can see that, wow, this look really amazing. Okay, so now we put this in the group number 1 and now hit OK. So here we are in After Effects. First we create a new camera for our scene. So just create a new camera and hit OK. And then we select the camera tool here, and you can see this look really amazing. So now we replicate this model into multiple times. So create a large scale of ocean here. So first we go to the group number 1, and then we expand this particle replicator and change this particle replicator shape to plane. Okay, and now we increase the count just like this, and then we increase the shape scale size as well. So now you can see that this creates a nice ocean field here. Okay, so until you find the edges, just expand this, and when you find the edges, you just make this value, that you can get a nice result here. But sometimes you also get this edge here. So for this we're going to go to the scene setup, and we just decrease the Y scale little bit. Okay, just like this, not much, just little bit, and then hit OK, and you will get less seam here. Okay, so this look like something like this, and this look really amazing. Okay, so this is our basic ocean surface, and now we put some rocky island here. So for this I am use the Megascan library to import those, and I'm also make a dedicated tutorial on how you can import the Megascan library assets inside Element 3D. So if you not watch this tutorial yet, I recommend you to check the tutorial, and you also get this tutorial link in the I button as well as in the description. So let's do this. So first you go to the scene setup for this. So here is the model, just click and it will appear here, and you can see there is no texture, so we have to texture this file as well. So first we drag 2 out from this group 1 and place it inside a new group here, and name and change the group number to 2. Okay, so now we put some material on this. So first we select the material settings here and go to the diffuse, and here is the all material files. Okay, and I'm also give the model in the description, so you will get this from there. So first we select this albedo, which is the diffuse basically, and then we go to the glossiness and select this glossiness, and also just copy this glossy map and paste it to the reflectivity, and then I go to the normal bump and select this normal bump map here. Okay, and we have to invert this normal bump to Y, and now it looks something like this. Okay, and you can see that the texture is blurry because we check this draft textures option here. If you uncheck this, you will see the nice detail here. Okay, so this is in the group number 2. So now just hit OK. Okay, so here it is. So first you go to the group number 2 and change the replicator shape to plane and increase the count, and then we place it behind just like this and increase the scale shape. Okay, so you can also go to the particle look and change this particle size randomness little bit to make a little variation here, and then we go to the particle rotation and go to the randomize angle and increase the Y rotation to make a little bit of different look. Okay, so this look amazing, and you can see that this is not specific that you can always get a same result here. This is very dynamic, and you can get a different result in every time you use those models here, because the whole process is very random, because this is the randomized rotation values. So you can not just specify the same rotation value every time. Okay, so this is for our far side islands, and now we create some close islands as well. So for this, go to the scene setup. Just duplicate this model because we are going to use the same model here, and just drag out from the group. Okay, so this is the group 2, and now place this to the group number 3. Okay, and now hit OK. So first we zoom out the camera a little bit here. Okay, and then go to the group number 3 and create a null object. So here is the null object that can control this island here. Press P to bring the position values and just drag it little bit closer here. Okay, and then we also rotate this. Just rotate the Y rotation here, and then we place it here. Okay, just like this. And you can see there is some empty spaces as well. So for this, we're going to the element layer and go to the group number 2 and increase the scale shape as well, just like this. And maybe we increase the count of the particles and go to the scale shape and just increase the X scale or maybe the Z scale, like this. Okay, and little bit of X scale as well. So here is the trick. So now we put our backside sky. Okay, so for this I'm going to use the same image. So just duplicate this one and turn on the eye switch here, and then we make this image to 3D. So for this we toggle this switch here and enable the 3D switch here. Okay, and then we press AA to bring this option and just turn on this accept light button here, because we're going to apply light in our scene. Okay, so now select this point tool here and just rotate this, rotate the Y axis, and then we press P to bring the position values and just push it backside here. Okay, just like this. And then we also increase the scale. Okay, so choose the camera tool here and place it here, and then we going to color correct our background image here. So for this, going to effect, go to the color correction, then go to the curve, and also go to the color correction and tint. Okay, and put the tint above the curve effect here and decrease the saturation here, just like this, and also increase the contrast. Okay, just like this. And now we're going to duplicate this because we want to create some haze in the horizon. So for this I'm going to delete this curve effect here. So just delete this and change this color to maybe blue. There's a dark blue color here, and choose the same color here. Okay, and then we increase this tint amount, and then we just make a mask here. Okay, just like this, and maybe we decrease the mask a little bit down here, and then we select this mask and press F to bring the feather option here, and uncheck this switch here and just increase the Y feather. Okay, just like this, and you can see that the little haze in the halo here. Okay, so now we going to apply a light on our scene. So for this, going to create a layer new and create a new light, and we're using the parallel light here, and just hit OK, and just make sure the intensity is 600 or so, and also enable this cast shadow switch here, and now hit OK. And then we press P to bring the position value of the light and just place it far behind, just like this. Okay, so this look amazing for now. Okay, so now we going to apply some fog in our scene. So go to the element layer, expand this element effect, and go to the render setting and go to the fog settings here and just enable this and select the color from the here. Okay, and increase the opacity and increase the distance. Okay, so now it look really amazing. And what we're missing now, that is reflections. So for this, we're going to go to the scene setup here and select our ocean OBJ sequence here and select this model switch and go to the reflection mode and just turn on the mirror surface. Okay, wow, now you can see that nice looking reflections occur here, but you can see that there is some little bit of gap here. So for this we're going to go to the group number 1, maybe the group number 2, because group number 2 holds those islands, and just dip it down little bit. Okay, just like this, and also do the same for this one as well. So go to the group now, this group null option, and press P and just dip it down. Okay, just like this, and select this camera tool here and you can get this nice reflections as well. And we're going to also create a light for the ambient light. So just select this ambient light here and decrease this intensity to maybe 10 and hit OK. Create a little bit of global illumination, and if you think this is too much you can also change this to maybe 5 or so. Okay, so now it look amazing. Okay, so now we create this ring of light. So for this, go to the element layer. Okay, so for this I'm going to use the motion design 2 collection pack for VIDEOCOPILOT, and I'm using this badge number 01, which is inside the ribbon badges folder. So just click, and now we going to change some material settings here. Okay, so first we select this material setup and we go to its diffuse color and change this to maybe something like warm color, and then we go to its illumination channel and check this button, that is the use diffuse color, and then change the intensity to maybe 100 or so. So just change this to 100 and do the same for this one as well, I mean this one. So just select and drag to this. Okay, so now you can get this nice illuminated ring here, and also we put this to the group number 4 and then we hit OK. So here is the ring, and first we go to the group number 4 and create a null object for the group number. Okay, so now we press P and change the position here. So press R to bring the rotation values and just rotate this. Okay, and then we press P again and place it here. Okay, so this look really amazing. Okay, so now we duplicate our element layer. So just duplicate this, and I am going to use this element layer as a glow layer. Okay, so for this I'm going to go to the output layer and change the show option to illumination only. Okay, so now you can only see the illuminated part here. Okay, so now we going to apply an effect that is the called RGVFX optical glow, and you can also use the After Effect in-wheel glow effect, but I'm using this one because this is very amazing and I love this. And then we go to its colorize option here and change the colorize to something like this. Okay, and then we increase the size. Now you can see that this really looking amazing, and we change this toggle switch here and we select this element layer and change the blending mode to screen. Wow, now you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, so this is look something like this. Okay, so now we're going to change some settings to our ocean surface because this is look not right. So first we select this element layer, and for now we disable this glow element layer. Now just select this element layer, which is the main element layer, and go to the group number 1 which hold this ocean scene, and first we go to its particle look and decrease its size. Okay, so maybe 5, and now we're going to increase the particle count so it can fill all the areas. Okay, so maybe 212, and also decrease the scale shape. Okay, so now you can see that more tide here, and this look really amazing. And maybe we go to the scene setup and select our ocean layer, and maybe we decrease the normal bump little bit. Okay, so for this, go to select this one, go to the bump settings and just decrease it little bit. Okay, or if you want, you can change the UV repetition to maybe 20 by 20. So now it look more distorted. So now hit OK. So now you can see that the reflection look amazing here. Okay, and maybe we okay, so now you can, if we change our camera angle, you can see that this look really amazing. And now we also change some settings to our illuminated ring here. So for this I'm going to use this one, that is the group number group 4 null, and press S to bring the scale value and just increase the scale, so make it little bit bigger here, and also change the position just like this. Okay, and now you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, and you can see that there is some reflection here which is not look nice. So maybe this is because that if we change the position of this island here, so this is the group number 3, so if we change the position, you can see that the reflection look right here for now, and this look really amazing. And you can see that the star also reflecting the light here, and this look really crazy here. So first we go to the main element layer, and we also change some settings to the fog. Okay, so the fog look right, but I think it needs to be changed, so I change the fog opacity to 100, and also we change the start distance to make a little bit of haze here. So now it look amazing. So now we just select this main element layer and just copy this and paste it to the illuminated element layer. Okay, because every time you change some settings in the main element layer, you have to copy to this element layer as well. So just paste it here and go to its output and again change this composite to illumination. Okay, so you are ready to set, and now just enable this. Now you can get this illumination as well. So now we do some color correction for our scene. So for this I'm going to create a new adjustment layer and place this adjustment layer at the top, and then we go to the effect, and then we go to the magic bullet. I am using the look effects, so just select this one and go to the edit option, and then I'm going to use this one look right, I guess. and maybe go to this diffuse option here and increase the diffusion. Wow, so just hit this tick switch here, and maybe we go to the glow element layer and go to the optical glow and change some settings to the glow, and also increase the size of the glow. Okay, so now you can see that things getting better here. Okay, and then also we create another adjustment layer, place it at the top here, and on this I'm going to use some tint effect. So just go to the color correction and tint, and then again go to the color correction and curve, and now we decrease the tint amount here and also increase the contrast little bit. Okay, just like this. So now you can see that this look really crazy. So now again, if we think that the quality is not good enough, so for this I'm going to go to the element layer, and then we go to the output and turn on this enhance multi-sampling. Just turn this on, and you can see that the change in the render here. If you uncheck this, you can see there's some grain here, and if you check this, you will get a nice clean result here. Okay, and go to the same element layer, I mean this illuminated element layer, and do the same for also. So go to the element and go to the output and just turn this on. So now you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, and now if you want that the scene is little bit too clear because it is the night scene, so we probably getting some grain here. So go to create an adjustment layer and go to the effect and go to the noise and grain and make some noise here. Okay, so maybe 5% is looking nice. So this look really amazing. And then we go to the light setting here, that is the parallel light, and press P, and you can change the light position also, and also this anchor point. Place it here. Okay, so this is the scene, and I think you have learned that how I create this, and you can also make some changes to the cliff, that is the island. You can put some other object here and there, and you can create a brand new scene. So this is the scene. Okay, and I'm also put some mix some more character in the island, so you can also do the same here. And I'm also give the model that I use in my actual video, and you can also use the obj sequence model in your scene, but I'm not going to use this one because it will take little bit more time, and I am already make so many tutorials on how you can put the character in your scene. So I think you know that how you do this. But if you don't know this, you can check my previous tutorial on that. But I'm going to use some camera movement here. So many of my subscriber or many of my friends always ask me that how I put the camera and how I create this awesome looking camera movements. So I have to say that this is not specific that you can do the same in your scene. It is all depends on how you want to show your scene. So for the camera movement, I always create a null object. So in the null object controls my camera movement. So first we make this null object to 3D, and then we select our camera and just link with this null object here. Okay, so now if I change the position of the null object, you can see that the camera also move. Okay, so just like this. So my scene is little laggy because the resolution is full, and I am also I'm in the turn on the enhance multi-sampling. So just turn this off for now, and also I uncheck this glow layer here. Okay, so maybe I can change this to half. Okay, so now I just select this null object and change the position. So press P and change the position. Okay, so just make it here. Okay, and now we change the camera rotation also. So press R to bring the camera rotation and rotate the camera like this. Okay, so now make a keyframe in the Y rotation of the camera, and also make a keyframe to the position of this null object, and then we go over maybe 10 seconds or so. This is the 10-second marker, and we press N to end our composition area and just trim the comp area. Okay, so now we change the Y position, I mean the null position, not this one. Now we change the null position of the camera. Okay, so make it change here, place it here maybe, and also we change the camera rotation values. So go to the camera option here and change the camera rotation. Okay, so now if you play this, you can see that the nice camera movement here. Okay, so now let's see what it look like for now. Wow, this look really amazing. So now put some secondary camera movement here. Okay, so first we make a keyframe to the Z rotation here, and I think I have to rotate this just like this, which I use in my actual video, and go to the very end and just reset the rotation of the Z axis, or maybe you can just make a little bit of curve here just like this. Okay, so now I can also get a nice rotation while you move your camera just like this, and you can imagine that how it look like when the motion blur, I mean the motion blur really gives it to the next level look. Okay, and you can also see that there is some sky cutting off, so you can also just select the sky image here and place it here like this. Okay, and also you can see there is some cutting, so what you have to do, just press S and just increase the scale. Okay, so now it fixed this issue, and also I am going to use some camera shake also. So first we select the camera here and press A to bring the point of interest, and press and hold Alt and just click on this stopwatch here and type the simple expression, that is the wiggle, and brackets, and inside the bracket type maybe 2 comma 20. Okay, so it will create a little bit of camera shake as well. So now you can see that this look really amazing, and with the glow layer, just turn this on. Wow, you can see that this look really amazing. And if we change this resolution to full and also turn on the enhance multi-sampling here, and you can see that this look really amazing. And one thing you have to do, that if you turn on the motion blur, I mean that will kill this. So just go to the motion blur and turn this on. Wow, and also do the same for this glow layer as well. So just turn this on from the render setting, just turn the motion blur on, and also do the same for the sky layer as well. So go to the sky layers and toggle, I mean this, just turn this motion blur on. Wow, you can literally see that this look, I mean, this create a nice result here. And if you think that element 3D, what else element 3D can do, this is in front of you and you can imagine that how beautiful it is. And but one thing that bothering me, that the light reflection is not match with this. Okay, so one thing you can do, that you can change the light position. So go to the parallel light and just change the position of the light. Okay, so you can get a nice reflection of the light as well, and you can see that this create a nice result. Okay, so this is all about this tutorial, and I am really happy that the tutorial result also look nice, because sometimes you can see that my original result not match with the tutorial result, because my original project that I create is I put so many time on it, and when I put it into a tutorial, not every time it's look like my real original video, because this is the work for I mean 5 to 6 days, and this is only a 1 hour work. But I think that this result really satisfy me when I am creating this tutorial, and this result comes out, and I think this is a best result I have get in the tutorial series. So this is all about this tutorial, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you make anything like this by watching this tutorial, please share with me and let me comment on your works, and this is really gives me a nice feelings that you people watching me and learn something new from me. Okay, so this is Amit, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.